and they got another run somehow. So that was that for the Padres series, and uh, they're moving on to take on the Dodgers. So it's really hard for me to make this prediction because I don't know if Clevenger will be back. It's really tempting to take the Padres because, you know, game one they probably won't win because Dustin May is pitching. But I'd really like to see them beat the Dodgers. I do not like the Dodgers at all. I hope they lose in the playoffs. I think that they are wussies. They never trade at the trade deadline. They hold on to their prospects, and you don't win World Series by doing that. Um, they held on to Gavin Lux last year, and hey, they lost in the playoffs. So we still got Gavin Lux though, right? So I just love making that joke. I think it's so funny. You have to give up. You're gonna have to give up prospects to win a World Series. Sorry. So I'm all for the Dodgers losing in the playoffs. And I think the Padres offense is producing really well, and I'm really impressed with it. And I think Clevenger will be back for this wild card series. And hopefully Lamet will too. If Lamet and Clevenger are back, I'm going with the Padres. But I think they can win the series. The Dodgers have weaknesses too. Bueller's injured also, so I think he'll be out for this series. And we'll see. I think it's going to be a close, gritty series. Best of 5 games. I'm going with the Pods in 5. And I hope they win. And I like that prediction. And I hope they can get it done. So that's my prediction. I think the Pods offense is playing really well. Their bullpen's pretty good. If their starting pitching can be good, they can definitely win the series easily. And so that's that. But no matter what, it's going to be an awesome series to watch, and I can't wait for it. Moving on to our next series, we had the Cubs and the Marlins. So on this channel, I predicted the Marlins to win, but I think on my Twitter, I said the Cubs. I don't know why, but hey, I got it right? Like I said, the Marlins. So, Marlins swept too. I mean, I guess they technically swept, which is, oh wow, like that was impressive. Especially game 2 not having Marte, like your best hitter. That is a huge blow for them. I mean, you lose Marte game 1, he got hit by a pitch and like broke his hand. Feel terrible for him. But Alcantara is great, and he was just better than Hendricks game 1. And also the Cubs offense just can't really score runs. So, they lose game 1. I think it was like 5-1. Jesus also with a huge home run. Jesus Aguilar. Love to see that. Marlins bullpen is really good. So really impressive with the Marlins. And then game 2, Sixto Sanchez just absolutely filthy. I mean, he's just nasty, and that was great. They pitched him game 2 because, I think he's their second best starter. He might even be better than Alcantara. And so he was nasty. And then their bullpen got the job done. Sierra had a big single for them. And I don't think they had any home runs. Oh, no. Garrett Cooper homered. So it's 2-0. Once again, Cubs can't score any runs, so Marlins take that. And they will be advancing to take the Braves. The Braves were the one incorrect series that I had in the NL for this channel. I took the Reds to win in 3 games. The Reds, man, game 1, obviously game 1 went to 13 innings, extra innings. And, the Reds had so many chances to score, dude. Like, they had the bases loaded. They had runners in scoring position, like 4 out of, or 6 out of, like, the 13 innings. And just couldn't do anything. So that was just painful to watch. I mean, they didn't score. They didn't score a run in 20 innings in the playoffs. Like, wow, that's bad. Especially when, 3 of your biggest free agent signings, Moustakas, Castellanos, Akiyama, are all hitters. And you can't score any runs in the playoffs. Like, wow, that hurts. So that's too bad for them. I feel bad. But they lose, and then after that, they can't score any runs again. And Castillo pitches decent, but not good enough. And you know, they they get eliminated basically via sweep. So in terms of the NLDS between the Marlins and the Braves, I think I'll go with the Braves here. Um, you know, the Braves are, I think, better offensively, definitely better offensively. And, I think if Freed and Anderson have time to rest up, I think we'll see Hamels probably game one. And maybe Kyle Wright will pitch a game. I think the Braves overall have like decent pitching depth. Probably not as good as the Marlins, but I think the offense will just make the difference here. The Braves have a really good offense, and I think we're going to see their bats come alive in this series. And the Marlins offense really isn't that great, especially without Starlin Marte. If the Marlins had Marte, maybe I'd predict them to win, but I just don't see their offense being good enough for them to win 3 games against the Braves out of 5. I just can't see that happening. So that's why I'm going to take the Braves. I think that's a pretty good pick. So I've got Braves and Padres in the NLCS, and that's that. So we'll do the NLCS video in a bit, and yeah, that's it. So thank you. And ALCS, I'll post this in like a few minutes after. Anyways, thanks.